Shaq on GameCube. Imagine being a GameCube. What rank, dude? Just so my editor may chop this up. Diamond 2, yeah. So yeah, we already know kickoffs. Yep. You could put a flip in that kickoff. So good shout from yourself there. I do like the slow play, but I wouldn't. So when you're going for the play here, you've got to think about recoveries. You've got to think about rotations. You know what I mean? You want that 17 boost. We need at least some of it. So I'm happy that you drive over here, but I don't want you to use your boost to do this now. You need to be able to get on the ground after this. You need to be able to get yourself back up to a good speed, and then you need to rotate. I would much rather that you spend that 17 boost on that rotation than on this trying to force the most random play that could happen. You don't even know what's going to happen, so why are you spending your 17 boost on it? Think about your recovery afterwards. Rocket League on GameCube would have been dope. True. To be fair, like Diane is like the equivalent, like the perfect GameCube. I need to show you this. So like, let's get a GameCube up. If I could spell it, or a GameCube. But like, Meep will agree with me as soon as you. So like, let's just get a GameCube up. That's a bit small, but I can make it bigger. Meep, tell me in this picture what specifically makes Diane a GameCube. You might not see it, it's a little joke, but it's this little bit in the back. This little handle. Because he needs carrying all the fucking time. So he's literally got a handle built into the back of him so that you can carry him. I'm not saying that you can. I'm just saying he needs it, so he's got the handle on the back. All right. Nice dribble. Oh, that's class. I wouldn't rotate back into this corner now, dude. So after this, the ball goes into that corner. I don't want you to rotate on this same corner, because if you do, there's going to be a goalkeeper showing up here soon. And what you're going to do is, by rotating this in this direction, you're increasing the chance that you're going to hit the ball over your goalkeeper, or you're going to bump into your goalkeeper and give us the Season 5 NRG special, which we don't want. So we don't want to bump our goalkeeper, we don't want to hit the ball over our goalkeeper, and generally we just want to let our goalkeeper have a free clearance out of here. We don't want our goalkeeper to have any trouble. Yeah, so what you want to do right here, dude, is turn the other way and focus on back post rotating now. You've done your job. You tried to get the ball out. Unfortunately, you didn't get the ball completely out, but you did your job. You tried, and you got a 50-50 out of this. Now you rotate and you let someone else on your team do it. Like, it's 3v3, dude. You're not the hero. You've tried something. Now rotate, let someone else try something. You know what I mean? What do you mean you was... Mate, you was playing in 40 frames per second. And that's how many points... you was getting 40 points per game as well in our last session. So I can see you trying to predict that. Pass into the midfield. That's pretty decent there, dude. Good choice to pass. So... as third man, your job is to patrol whichever direction the ball pops out. So as third man, you want to live around the halfway line like you're doing right now. This is fine. you're keeping your eye on the players, and you're looking at which direction the ball is going to go. Like, where's it going to go? If the ball spits out over here, you turn and you go over there. If it spits out this side, you carry on going over this side. Because generally what's going to happen, or what we want to happen, is as the ball comes around this corner, one of your teammates will pressure it. You don't have to challenge it, they're going to pressure it so that the opponent accidentally hits the ball further away from themselves, and then that's free for you to collect. Same on the other side as well. So you just want to be able to show up wherever the ball spits out. Whereas you're more focused on the 100 boost. There's plenty of mid boosts that you could live on and show up to, or you could collect on the way to showing up to the ball. So just make sure you're going where the ball is, because now you're on the complete wrong side of the field and you can't really hold this player back as a third man. So here, no one's rotated behind you yet, so you've got to reserve yourself. If someone's already behind you, go. Challenge whenever you want. Would you suggest playing ones? I wouldn't necessarily, like, you could play ones, Fortnite Kid. I would just say that you want to work on ones plays, so you don't need to play ones for that. I just say that when you're in twos, try and think about holding possession for yourself a bit more, as if you're playing in a 1v1. So yeah, in this situation, dude, because no one's rotated behind you yet, don't feel like you have to rush into this. Like, think of the angle that this player's trying to shoot at right now. That's not a threat. Like, honestly, this is the angle that he wants to try and score at. Go for it, my dude. Like, try your best, honestly. So you could sit back here and just wait. And the main reason that you're doing that is because no one has rotated behind you. If Zoltan had done a proper back post rotation, feel free to do what you're doing right now. Yeah, so it's a bit of awareness on your teammates. You could score that angle on, yeah, on your own goal you can, Diane. Because you fucking air roll in defence. You're not used to playing in full threes, where to know each other. Yeah, so like in threes, the easiest way to sort out defence is to always back post rotate. Because if you back post rotating, you're not going to bump your own teammate, you're not going to cut your own teammate's rotation. Do you know what I mean? It's generally going to be more coordinated and organised. It's just like there's between platinum to diamond and the start of Champion 1, there's no discipline on it. People still think to cut those rotations, and it's not cemented up in here. So if you want to get started on that early and always back post rotate, you will be the most consistent player on your team. So like here, you're rotating into that back post, into that front post. I would have wanted you to go around the other way. What a save! Oh my, that's close. So you're last here. Think about. So I'm underrated is player 1, and then this pops out and it's going more towards X-Vault now. So that means X-Vault's number 2. They're the striker. You're now third man. You're the last line of defense. How far up the field do you want the last line of defense to be? Granted, it doesn't mean it has to be all the way back, because then it means you're irrelevant to midfield play. But generally, as we discussed, you want to live around about the halfway line as last man. You don't want to be... Well, I'll just explain. When I play last man, dude, there's 2 lines of boost on the field. There's a line of 3 pads here, and there's a line of 3 pads here. I exist in this area. This is where I live. And then if there's a backboard, then I push forward out of this area. I don't just like wander around here as last man, because if there's a big clearance, I'm not available. Whereas if I'm in here just living around and there's a big clearance, I'm close to it. So you're just a bit too aggressive in this situation, positioned upfield too much. And yeah, as I said, you are positioning the last line of defense way too far upfield. Might fact duck. How's it going, dude? So that's a good 50, and it saves us. James, which was the dribbling catches training pack from earlier? Was it dribbling or fairy? It was my Rocketeer dribbling pack. That's the dribbling one. The fairy offense was the pack that I wanted you to do to learn to do those 90-degree or 180-degree half volleys back upfield. That's interesting because I saw myself playing too defensive, but there are times where I creep up. Yeah, so you definitely just creeped up too high. I don't know if I have the rotations guide. I do have a guide on rotations. Not that I need you to learn the rotations part of it. You need to learn the titles of players on the field or the roles of people on the field so that you can identify if you're last or not and then not creep up field. Do you know what I mean? But I can try to explain it after this replay. I think a lot of people in chat would appreciate me trying to explain it. Comment ça va. Is that French? I'm not French, dude. I honestly don't know what you're saying. Is that how are you or? Where's Just Nan when I need him? I'm good, thanks, dude. I need Just Nan in the chat. He's French, or he's learning French. But I'm good, dude. Thanks. I hope you're okay. I hope you're doing well. That's a decent clearance. Rotating around. So we're rotating back post. I like this. It's just the consistency of it, dude. Do you know what I mean? The consistency of you rotating back post, and if you do it at the right time. So here you're probably thinking, yeah, I rotated, but it actually isn't. It's still not good enough because look, you don't rotate back post. You rotate in the middle of net, and as well as that, you power slide. So I don't want you to do this. What I want you to do is to make sure you literally drive around and you turn through it. Don't power slide. Definitely don't do this, because the thing is with the power slide, now you've got 0 speed. So if there's a shot coming back in, you can only jump up and like headbutt it back. You can't punch it back with speed. Do you know what I mean? So it's literally just going to break your wrist and the ball's going to drop down here. It's not going to go back into the corner. So I want you to come through here. It's going to let you get more pads because there's this pad here and there's one more pad down here. Depending if you rotate around this way, you'll get 2 more, and then you can go around like that. And then that means you're driving through the goal, parallel to the goal line. You can save anything that's ahead of you now, and then if you need to make this save, you're going to full-on punch it back into that corner, and you're going to send it, like you're going to save it properly. So what I want you to imagine, dude, is that there is a little gate off your goal, hit like this at the back. Imagine there's a little gate and you have to rotate through it like that. However you rotate, imagine you have to drive through it. That means you're going to show up parallel, orderly. You didn't cut anyone off and everyone gets to move. Imagine someone was sitting back post at the minute. Imagine someone was sitting there and then you've just gone power slide like that. You've cut them off. Now this person has to wait on 0 speed whilst you're at 0 speed as well. If you had gone around, this person would have seen you and gone, okay, I can go. They get to build up their speed early and you still get to show up with speed, and it's just more orderly. So this is what I mean, like it's about being consistent with it and making sure this team stays organised. When that back post rotation's organised, suddenly your team can handle champion lobbies because you're not cutting each other off, throwing yourself away too easy. You're waiting for your turn, stuff like that. This is good as third man. I do like this. So you're creeping up, but you're going slowly. You're not pushing up too much. You let the striker have a chance. Here you have enough space to turn away if you need to, or now you have a chance to actually commit as a striker because it wasn't a goal. So that was actually good as third man there. We could have done better with the actual shot in the end, but you creeping up in that situation was okay because it wasn't too quick. Good save. It's okay. So here, if you can, I would want you to purposely save this into your own corner. So if you have the control on your car, dude, I want you to purposely try and aim this ball over here now. So I want you to take the touch off your nose to play it over here, because then that means either you or a teammate can rush into that corner then, collect the 100 boost, and then play it out of the corner. Whereas if you just play it into the midfield, you're not getting it because you've just broke your nose on this ball. And it also means someone's got to drive over to it, and we don't have anyone in net. Or no one goes to net, they go for the ball. If you play it over here, they have to go through net to get to the ball. So it's kind of like you're making a play that forces your team to play orderly, but also plays in our advantage because we keep possession, we get the 100 boost, and then, yeah. You speak a little English. Okay, I can try and help you out, dude. I can try to understand you. There are some people in my chat that speak French, but yeah, I'm not that good with foreign languages, sorry. So unfortunately you got bumped there. Nice bump back. So here, one thing that you want to I don't know if you was trying to hit this to the corner. I don't know if you was trying to hit it further upfield. One thing that everyone wants to try to avoid doing. So say like we're looking bird's eye view now. This is the pitch. We want to avoid always hitting the ball directly at the wall like this, or like straight to come back. We want to avoid this at all costs, because generally after we make the touch, we end up on this side of the ball with the ball returning over here, and your opponents will read it quicker than your teammates will. So hitting the ball like you have here, like pretty much straight at the wall to come back, is more than often a pass to the opponents. Llexis, I'm sure you can understand my language. I can speak somewhat decent English. I struggle to read chat, but yeah. So yeah, you was looking for the corner, okay. But what I'm saying is we want to avoid hitting the ball directly off this wall to come straight back to us, because that's generally always a pass to the opponent. And you can see it here, whilst you was looking for the corner, you accidentally get the wall and it comes straight back out. And look, see, the opponent was so ready to go for this because they're so ready to read it. So luckily you get the touch, but you can see right there how well prepared that person was to shoot it. If I'm going to miss the corner, should have hit the back wall. You could do that. If it's rolling, let it roll at the wall and then deal with it on the wall. It depends how confident you are, obviously. Gingerware. Hi, I do speak French. I could translate specific questions, but translating the answer back is going to be tough, and I'm not here for long. Appreciate it, Gingerwave, but yeah, we'll just try and work with what we can do. You shouldn't have to feel like you need to translate people in chat. Not Italian, but you do support Juventus, if that counts. Does that count, Nord? Decent touch. Oh. Oh my. Please. Oh, thankful. It doesn't count. Okay. Good pass there, dude. Nice, dude. I did not expect this. I was expecting you to just jump up and bang that, but good first touch. And that was specifically what you needed to slow play him. Okay, so I think the biggest thing you need to work on, as we said at the start, is kickoffs. And then I think, you know, as well from how much I've explained it, is the back post rotations. I think just doing both of those, like learning both of those plays, it's going to make you more consistent in the game in general. Because the way that you'll start to approach kickoffs, so like start off with the normal kickoff, dude. So the normal kickoff where I mean like just jump and flip like that. Start off with that. That's going to help you out somewhat. But then eventually you'll lead into the fast kickoff, which is where you do the power slide and then you diagonal flip, power slide or side flip like that. You'll start to do that, and then that's just how you're going to travel around the pitch. Once you're comfortable doing that, you'll start doing this. And I was doing this around about Diamond to Champ as well, where you do a little power slide and then you diagonal flip. So this is going to help you keep your speed up and run around the pitch a lot quicker. So definitely improve your kickoff so that you can learn this and then get around quicker. And then yeah, your back post rotations. So if the ball is in this corner, you go around this way, you get the pads, you drive through the gate, and then you wait here. If someone's showing up behind you, then you can push forward. If no one's behind you, don't push past this front post. Wait here and wait for the cross, and then try and center it, or try and get rid of it. As I said as well, always try to save into the corners, because that's the safest place you can save the ball. If you save, like say like if you're in net here and you save the ball into the corner over there, like it's in the corner and it's a super difficult angle for them to shoot. However, if you make a save and you save it upfield over like here, this is where the opponents are. So if you save upfield, the opponent's just going to send it right back. So try and make sure that you always save into the corner. You avoid the corner for your rotation. You do back post rotations, and yeah, just work on that kickoff and try and flip around the pitch more to travel. When you're traveling around the pitch, the best way to travel around is a little bit of boost front flip, boost front flip, like that, boost front flip, just a tiny tap and then front flip. And you can see as I'm driving around, it's just about enough to throw me back into supersonic. So I'm just driving, boost flip, back in supersonic. The tiniest bit. Just short of it there, but slow speed, boost flip, there we go. So that's how you want to be moving around the field as well, okay? Just try doing that more.